Hey gamers, it's your boy Gilchriist, and today we're breaking down every single key in Legacy Season 1. That's right, whether you're cracking open loot chests, unlocking treasure rooms, or trying to get the hell out before Rakan finds you.
Gilchriist,
Yeah,
better watch it.
I'm leaving. I'm out of here. This is the guide for you. Let's get into it. Section 1. Keys that open boxes. First up is the Skull Key. This is the most basic key in the game, but don't sleep on it. Skull keys unlock loot chests across all three maps and are especially useful in Lightfallen Cemetery and Lightbearer's Keep, which has the highest density of locked chests around the maps. You run into plenty of POIs with a lone locked chest, and having a skull key on you is your best friend for snagging those little quick hits of loot. Next, to take it up a notch, we use the Greater Skull Key. Think of this as the Skull Key's big brother. It unlocks greater chests, which are absolutely loaded with extra gold, better gear, and even a chance at those sweet transmutation device recipes. You'll find a greater chest in Lightbearer Keep during Greenwood Night, and a few more sprinkled throughout Dawnhammer Crypt. There's a couple more, but we'll cover those in the next section. Last in this category is the Baron's Key. Unlike the others, this key unlocks one chest, and it's in a specific place, the Baron's Estate on Greenwood Night. The chest it unlocks always contains a painting, plus some extra goodies. While it is in a fixed location, you do need an extra key to get in there, and we'll cover that again in the next section. Section 2. Keys that open the cookie jar. These keys don't open chests, they unlock doors, and behind those doors, pure fat loot. We'll start off small with the Farmhouse Key, which is usually looted off bandits in Greenwood Night. These open various farmhouses scattered around the map, and inside you'll find a couple lodge upgrade item spawns and a bunch of breakables such as barrels and crates. The breakables are perfect for spawning gemlings, which are those tiny little blue loot goblins that are full of gold and other valuables, but honestly, don't expect a lot. It is a farmhouse after all, not Fort Knox. Now, the real star here is the treasure room key, and there are 4 major treasure rooms that you can use it on: 2 on Greenwood Day and 2 on Greenwood Night. First, on Greenwood Day, located in the Lightfallen Cemetery, beneath the animated armor platform, is a decent treasure room, not the best. It's okay, it has gold, it has some chests, and it can spawn some lodge upgrade items, but honestly, the other treasure rooms tend to be better, such as located in the Church of the Northwoods. This room is loaded. Tons of gold, tons of chests, and I personally have pulled 2 master hammers out of here in one run. We're talking gold, gems, chests, and lodge upgrade items. What more could you need? Switching to Greenwood Night, we get 2 more. First in the Baron's Estate, which is a sketchy place full of elite goblins and an ogre, but you can get through it by going through a side door in the courtyard or going in the front entrance, wrapping around and dropping through a hole in the floor. Once inside, open the treasure room and you'll see the giant Baron's chest along with an array of other chests. However, some of these chests also require skull keys, so if you're going to do a Baron's Key run, you need to bring a treasure key, a Baron's Key, and 2 to 3 skull keys to fully clear the room. Otherwise, you're going to have a sad day. Then there's the Cursed Vault, located north of Seraph's Rest. This one is guarded by a swarm of spiders, and there's a pressure plate to get in. The adventurer has died attempting to get to this treasure room. However, the loot inside is totally worth it. I myself and several others constantly pull 1,000 to 1,300 gold in a single run in just pure raw gold. Not to mention the chests, the gems, and the other items that spawn in there. I've heard of other people even pulling double anvil spawns out of this room, easily the best gold per key ratio in the game. Moving on to the Twilight Key. This key unlocks the Twilight Catacombs on the Greenwood Night map, which is located in Seraph's Rest, and the other one in Oakhart's Vigil. They don't have a ton of raw loot for you to pick up, but what they do have is 2 to 3 Greater Skull Key spawns. So if you're doing a Twilight run, make sure you bring Greater Skull Keys. Otherwise, you're going to be real disappointed. Section 3. Keys that let me get the hell out of here. Alright, last category. These keys aren't so much about getting more loot However, they do have a few cookies for you to grab on the way out. They're more about leaving the map in a more safe way as opposed to getting stuck in an extract with other people. First up is the Crypt Key. You'll find the crypt door in the basement of the Light Fallen Cemetery Chapel, and it works on both day and night versions of Greenwood. During the day, it's guarded by a wraith, and during the night, an animated armor. Once inside, you'll find a few chests, some raw gold, and maybe a lodge upgrade item tucked in the corner. Stand by the back door to extract. Next, the Red Key, which unlocks the door in the tallest tower of Lightbearer's Keep. Again, this works on day or night, with some loot boxes scattered around the edges of the tower, and then standing in the center will allow you to extract. Then there's the Midnight Key, which only works on Greenwood night. It opens a cozy little hobbit hole at the top left corner of the map. There's not a lot of loot in here. Just walk in, enjoy the vibes, and stand near the broken wall to extract. And last but not least, we've got the Sewer Key. This one's exclusive to the Dawnhammer Crypt map, and it unlocks a hidden extraction point on the middle layer all the way at the southern end of the map. Now here's the tricky part. The door icon on your map marks the actual extraction point and not the door you need to unlock with the key, so don't be surprised if you get turned around. You'll need to descend the stone pillar and jump across the gap. And tucked away behind that is a locked door. And you're in. Inside, you'll find multiple chests, 2 lodge upgrade item spawns, and a decent chunk of raw gold. Once you've scooped the loot, just follow the hallway and extract. Bonus section, Key Barters. Now let's talk about the barter system for keys, because sometimes the best loot isn't found, it's crafted. Once you level your treasurer to level 4, you unlock the ability to barter for a treasure room key. The recipe: 3 skull keys, 3 foul elixirs, and 3 glint dust. Foul elixirs are dropped by goblins, and glint dust can be purchased directly from the treasurer for 300 glint apiece. That puts your total cost for a treasure room key at 900 glint. You can also barter for red keys and crypt keys, but with their current recipe costs, I strongly recommend skipping those. The reward just does not match the investment. So there you have it. Every single key in Legacy Steel and Sorcery Season 1. Whether you're cracking open treasure rooms, raiding farmhouses, or making a last-second extract with a pile of loot, these keys are your ticket to the good stuff. If this guide helped you out, smash that like button, drop a sub, and let me know in the comments below which key run you think is the most worth it. Until next time, gamers, peace out and game on.